Hello, everybody. My name is Stepan. I am a financial market analyst from Parpa Trading. And in today's video, I'm going to show you a summer trading strategy, which is very easy to use, very easy to implement in the markets. And I believe that you will like it. So let's get right into it. Why this strategy is called summer trading strategy. Obviously, the strategy is not used only in summer, but summer is very specified in trading. It is usually followed by very low volatility in the market, and you do not really see a big moves. Yesterday we saw big moves, as you can see right here, but this is just the word of the markets. You never know what to expect. Anyway, what am I going to show you, and why this strategy is called summer trading strategy? The main idea behind this is that the strategy should require very little time that you need to spend in front of the PC, in front of the monitor, analyzing the markets. You really need a few minutes a day, maybe twice a day. Check the markets during the day, see how the trades did go or didn't go, and basically see where the trades could go in the direction. Maybe analyze a little more markets. Really is up to you. If you want to trade forex, if you want to trade stocks, if you want to trade commodities, gold, whatever. So this strategy is really easy to use, very easy to understand. I believe that even beginners and also advanced traders will take something from this strategy, because this strategy also represent the basic idea of trading, and I believe that it will help you understand a little bit more how the markets are moving and who you should really look for in the markets. If those are sellers, those are buyers, you need to know these things. So let's get right into it. So in the email, you probably gotten the checklist. The checklist looks like this. It has 6 points. We will go through all the 6 points, and we will explain what each point means. Let's get to the point number 1. Search for price pattern, pivot high or pivot low. This is basically the basic idea behind this trading strategy. What is a pivot high or pivot low? I'm going to show at this market we see live right here. This is a DEX, you can see, and let's show you what is a pivot high or pivot low. Pivot high or pivot low is basically a high that is alone and it has no neighbors. No neighbors before or no neighbors after. So it has no neighbors, basically like saying in this particular pivot high, this is a pivot high. How do you spot the pivot high? Pivot high is a lone high, like I said, and it has no neighbors. That meaning that this low, the previous low, is lower than this low. This high is lower than this high, and also the next high after this high is also lower. So you basically need 3 candles, 1, 2, 3, and the second candle always needs the highest high or the lowest low, depending if you are looking at the pivot high or pivot low. So this is basically the pivot high. It's very easy to understand. If I'm going to search for pivot low, here is a pivot low. You can see is alone. The second candle this is the 1, 2, 3, and the second candle has the pivot high, the pivot low, the lowest of 3 lows. Also, pivot low is right here. You can really see it. It's the first candle, second candle, third candle, and the second candle has the lowest low of all. If you go through these next candles, you can see a lot of pivot lows. I'm going to try to show you something that is not really spotted on the first side. Maybe this one right here in the middle. You can see that you have one candle that has a lower high than the next candle, which has a higher high, and the next candle has a lower high. So you need two lower highs and one higher high in the middle, and this is basically called a pivot high or pivot low. And you can see a bunch of them here in this chart. You can see one right here. You can see one right here. You can see pivot high here. You can see pivot high here. You can see pivot low here, or you can see a pivot low right here. If I want to look for a pivot low that is closing, that is almost closing, not closed yet, you can see this candle right here. And this candle closed right now, actually right now, a minute ago. And you can see I have created a pivot high here. This candle, the next candle that is creating right now, can go way above this high or lower. It doesn't really matter. It can even create the high at the exact area, but it's also, this pivot high is a pivot high, and it will stay like this just by technically speaking what is a pivot high or pivot low. Let's go back to the checklist. Point number 2, identify suitable patterns that must be traded with a long candle. What is this, and how do you really know what do I mean when I say a long candle? A long candle is any candle that is basically long. It may be this candle, it may be these two candles, this candle. It doesn't really need to be a single candle. It can be 2 candles, 3 candles. It really doesn't matter. What is the main idea behind this is that you need to identify a pivot high or pivot low, and you need to identify a candle that goes through this low. So I'm going to explain right here on this particular idea. Let me find some candle that has been. This right here is a pivot low. It's not really seen that good, but trust me, there is a pivot low, and I'm going to widen up a little bit. You can see this is pivot low. You're gonna place. You can see this. The next candle really is a little bit higher. So this is a pivot low. The pivot low itself isn't the trading idea. The pivot low is created. The market goes up, and then the market goes way down. It trades way below this pivot low, and it went back up, and this leads to the point number 3. Wait for return to pivot high or pivot low from the other side, the so-called pullback. You might have heard about this already. Set price alerts or pending orders, and you can basically then move to the step number 4, but I will go through some pivot low that was traded through and with some long candles, and that really is the identification of the real and usable price pattern. So right here, what is the basic idea? The pivot low is created. The market goes up. It goes through the pivot low. At this point, right now, I am setting the price alert. I can do this right here. Set price alert. Put the price alert here. I can use this ask bid lower higher, create alert, and I will get alerted when the price goes really near this pivot high that has been traded for the pullback. It's basically a high, a single high or single low. It's traded through. You're waiting for the pullback. You hope that there will be some other sellers in the market in this particular time, and that's the basic idea behind this. You will not probably believe how accurate this trading strategy is. Right now, you can see this went through, went back up, tested, and went really back down. You know, you can see this big reaction. But anyway, let's go to some other pivot high, pivot lows that we can identify in this market, and yeah, check if we had some chances to trade this. So let's start right here. This is a Monday, the beginning of the week. We go through the markets. We go any other direction. I can basically start if I'm in the Monday. I can start in the in the Friday, the other week, because I have anyway I have created the pivot high right here. The pivot high has been created. The market goes up, creates another pivot high here. I can also put some. I can circle it anyway. I can see right here one pivot high. I can see right here one pivot high, and the market then goes up. What do I not want to see is the reaction that the market does right here. Right here is okay. Right here is okay. What do I not want to see is a pivot high that was tested, and the market from this area would go way down. I do not want to see it. The market can stop for a little while, but can go up. The same time right here. I have the candle that closed here, but the next candle, it has no shadow right here that will go down and show me that that this pivot high was tested. The next candle basically opens and continues to goes up. At this moment, I'm only waiting for the price to come back down and test this area, which happens right here, and yeah. So this is basically how this all trading idea works. But anyway, let's go to another pivot high, pivot lows. I can see I'm moving the market. I'm trying to see some patterns. I do not see. I can see pivot low here. I can even see pivot low here. It goes traded below, but you can see a lot of shadows here, a lot of candles that was really not undecisive. I want to see this candle, or I want to see some significantly more important trading, like through this level, which didn't happen here. So I'm not interested in this area. What do I see right now here is this pivot low here. I'm gonna circle it. Pivot low here. Incredible pivot low here. The markets go below, tested it right here, and goes back down. So this was a trade that I could have made here, and yeah, worked pretty well. So let's move next. What we have here in this market, we're looking for basically the big candles. That's what I want to see, the big candles. And after the big candles, I want to see, before the big candles, I want to see if there is some pivot high, pivot low that the market didn't respect, and then I can move from there. So we keep moving. You can see pivot high here, and this is basically what I want. What do I not want to see? Pivot high right here. What the market does here, everybody can see. This is actually double bottom or double top. This is another trading strategy. Get tested and makes a nice reaction. If this goes up, I'm not really interested in this anymore. So we can move markets. We can move it. We can see pivot high here. It's not really significant, so I'm not probably going to trade it, even though it get tested and it worked. I'm not really interested because the pivot high is not so strong enough. But at the same time, this is also another trading strategy. You can see that this high has been repeated many times. It was respected by traders, so could be used in different times. What I see here is a pivot low. Pivot low here. We already shown this. The market went below, tested it, and went down. Another pivot low that was traded through with the long candle is right here. So I can move this. The market went here, went through, went back to this level and did a nice reaction to the short. We also see right here a pivot low that was traded through. The candle closed below, and right now what I'm looking for is a test of this area, and I want to see the continuation of the downtrend in this particular time. So let's go through another points. Okay, step number 4, check the economic calendar and release of important economic news that could cause unexpected volatility on the markets. This is very important, not only if you trade this strategy, but if you trade any strategy, because unexpected volatility is something that you do not want to see in the markets when you are in the trade. So even if you are already in trade or you're waiting for some trade to happen, you really don't want to be kicked off in a stop loss by something that you could have checked but you didn't. So always remember to check the economic calendar and beware of these unexpected volatility on the markets. Step number 5, as we approach the price level, we follow lower time frames where we look for confirmation for placing the market order. This can be a pin bar or divergence or any other price pattern that is showing you that the market is moving away. How am I going to show you? Right now, here we can stop right here. We can see pivot low. The market went through, closed below. Right now I'm on 1 hour time frame. I go lower. From 1 hour, I go to 15 minutes. I need more candles to see what is going on in the market. What is going on in the markets? I can see here that the market closed. We went back up. This is not really interesting to me. I want to see some significantly different, like space than I see right here. I want to see bigger space for the trade to go. So, like I said, I'm not interested in this trade from a lower time frame. Anyway, let's go to a different pivot lows. I can see one right here as we drawn before, and one right here. I can circle it again. One is here, and one is here. What do I do here? The market goes below. The market is right here. I go to lower time frame. I go to 15 minute. I go to 15-minute time frame, and I can see what the market is doing here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a price action confirmation of this trade, or I need to see a divergence. Divergence is right here. I use the CCI oscillator. You can use any other you like. You can use it on a 15 minutes. You can use it on 1 hour. It really depends on you. Anyway, let's go to see a confirmation. The market goes here. It went up. It closes above this area that I want to see a confirmation of the trade. The next candle is big red candle that closes below this trade. Below this green candle, it shows me that the market is, I do not really see any significant price pattern that I would like to see in order to get in the trade. But what I see here is a strong seller's activity. So what I can do right here is open the trade on this close, with the stop loss. I can see here another pin bar. I do not want to place my stop loss here above this line, above this red candle. I want to see a place a little higher. More importantly, above this blue level. Why? Because I do not want to see this, what happened here, that the market went back up, tested this level, and then went back down. So if I'm going in the trade, I'm going right here. I'm opening the position. I place the order. I do not place it right on this level. I want to place it, if it's 54, I'm going to make it 64, 64, and I go 1-on-1, meaning that the risk reward ratio is 1 to 1. So I risk 64 pips my take profit will be 64 pips. The market goes up again. It does this little candle. It tested this level right here. At this moment, what do? I'm looking for some price pattern. I'm looking for a pin bar. I'm looking for inside bar. I'm looking for doji. What happens right here is that I see the market went to the level. It tested the level. It created an inside bar. Right now, I want to see break this inside bar, and I want to go again. I want to go. I know that I'm 64 here. I want to go this, open the trade. I want to be like 50 pips stop loss, and a 50 pips take profit. What the market is doing here is creating a pin bar, another pin bar. It's basically showing me that the market is ready to go down. So I'm staying in the market. The take profit is made here. So yeah, I'm closing the position and with the profit. And this position before, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna have to wait to another day. So make sure when the trade is basically doing things that you want, you can move the stop loss to break even in this area. I can go on this chart. Here is 55 pips. I will probably wake up and I already have the take profit, but if not, I can move the stop loss to the entry area, to the break even, and I will not have to worry about losing money on this trade. So this is the two examples of how to trade the pin bars. I can go back to 1 hour time frame, maybe go through some previous pin bars that we saw here. We saw one right here. You can see the circle one. Went through the market, went back down, back up. I can again go to 15 minute. I have to move to 6th of July. And the 6th of July shows me one thing again, very similar to what I saw. This is called engulfing. This candle completely took over the previous candle. I can again enter the trade on close of this candle, set the stop loss probably above this local high. So it will be 55 pips and 55 pips profit. So that was also the idea how this trade could have been traded. And I can do one more, like an educational purpose, obviously. I can do one more, and which one I'm gonna take? I'm gonna take this one from the previous day. You can see that the trade has created a pin bar here. The market has created a pin bar here. The market went through. I'm waiting for market to go back down. I'll go to 15-minute time frame. I am setting the price alert. Like I said before, I'm setting the price alert for this trade. So right here, I don't know, the market is right here, maybe somewhere else. I'm again setting this price alert, set it, and create alert. And again, I have it connected with my phone. I can check it anytime, so I don't have to worry too much about the market. I can go to the beach, to the pool. I can do whatever I want. It's summer, so I don't have to really worry about the market. Once the price alert is showing me that the market is here, what am I doing? I'm checking the lower time frame. I see that the red candle has been created. It's really not showing me anything that I would need to be in the market yet. But the next candle created an inside bar, which is price pattern showing me that the market is ready to be turned around. Again, I want to trade the next candle right when it goes through the previous candle. So I will enter the trade right here. If I'm looking at right here, it's a 50 pips to the low. I want to make it a little bit wider. I want to create some space for the trade. I'm making 60 points, and 60 points was not made here. I made 52. If I move the market here, I can see that I would have to wait a little bit longer, 52 points, and it was 60 points was created a few hours later. So you can basically just set this order, set buy, set the stop loss, set the take profit, and again, just move away from the markets. You don't really have to sit here and wait for what is it going to do, what's not going to do. You can obviously manage the risk, but we will show that in the later videos. I'm going to show you the checklist, and the last step that we have here after placing an order, we must set stop loss and take profit. We must never forget to protect our capital. So this is basically the last step that I went through just right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This video will be followed by many other videos that I will be performing real-time trading opportunities that could have been found with this strategy on each market that I will choose. So hopefully you will like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you around.